It was a cool and crisp night in the Epping forest. The stagecoach moved amongst the shadows of a full silver moon, which gave the forest a magical glow, thought Mary Gregory, a passenger of the coach.
It feels so enchanting tonight.
And her brother, the magistrate, Sir Thomas Gregory, thought it felt less magical but more eerie and dangerous. He saw highwaymen and footpads in every shadow.
This place is crawling with danger, Mary.
The driver was also nervous, as highwaymen were known to work these woods. Suddenly a man with gleaming guns on a white horse rode out of the shadows into the moonlight. He was handsome and well-dressed. The nervous driver sped up the coach. The horseman followed at a faster pace.
"Stop or I'll shoot."
Firing his pistol, he winged the driver, who knew the next shot might kill him. So he slowed and stopped the coach. The rider pulled up to them and dismounted.
"Stand and deliver your money or your life."
Mary and her brother climbed out of the coach.
Good evening, my lady and Sir Thomas Gregory."
2 nights later, with the weather warmer, a new highwayman was on the road for the first time. It seemed to be a youth in a black outfit who was enjoying the thrill of riding through the night. It was the first outing of this new highwayman. The highwayman nearly held up a coach, but somebody beat this would-be highwayman to it. So, turning the horse and heading home was all that could be done. The next morning, the Gregory home had a visitor. Mary was very excited to meet this famous man she had never met before. He was a friend of her brother's, a famous popular actor who was playing a highwayman on stage in London. He was a tall, handsome man, and from the moment Mary saw him, she knew she could easily love this man. His name was Sir Justin Beaufort.
"Hello, my lady. I hear that you met a real highwayman the other day. I wish I had been with you. They are so thrilling and romantic."
Yes, they are.
No, they are dangerous mercenaries. The driver of the coach died from the wound he got from the highwayman, or did you forget that?
Sir Justin looked chastened and nervous.
Did he have a family?
More than likely, and they'll hang Faulkner now he's killed someone.
He won't hang. It was an accident.
He shot the man. He should have realized there was a chance the man would die.
If they get him, they will hang him. I'm sure of that.
Later, Mary was riding in a coach with Sir Justin when she heard a voice yell.
"Stand and deliver your money or your life."
The coach stopped abruptly. Mary leapt out to see the driver being murdered with a single shot to the heart, for no other reason than that he didn't stop quickly enough. She was now nervous. This was the feared killer highwayman, Terence the Terror of Essex.
"Hand over your loot. Either give it to me now or I will take it from your body."
Mary did so quickly. Out of this coach stepped an angry Sir Justin.
"That's enough, Terry. Give it all back."
This startled Terence the Terror, who was confused. Justin walked over, disarmed him, and pointed the Terror's own gun at him.
I said give it back, Terry.
Don't call him Terry. People say he doesn't like that. This isn't the theater. He'll kill you.
He'll have to wait in line,
Sir Justin said with a smile.
"Sir Justin, you are annoying me. Nobody robs me, not even my friends. You will pay for this. Stand down and I will forget it."
Stand and deliver, Terry.
He's drunk. Ignore him, Mr. Terror.
He's stone cold sober and stubborn.
Terence the Terror handed back the loot, but he was fuming. Sir Justin shot in the air to disarm the gun.
Here you are, my friend. Have your property and let us go on our way.
"You are not my friend."
Terence the Terror stomped over to his horse.
You know something? I think I have lost a friend.
Sir Justin said sadly as he drove the coach off.
You are insane.
Mary shouted back from inside the coach. Later in the day at the Gregory home,
Tom, your friend is a nut.
Mary said when they arrived with the body of the driver.
What did he do? Murder the driver so he could drive the coach?
Sir Justin laughed.
No, that was Terence the Terror.
Oh, did he kill the driver so you could drive it? No, it's for. Are you insane?
Terence the Terror held us up. He shot the driver, then I held up the Terror.
You did what?
I bailed up the Terror and took your sister's stuff back as she was under my care.
Thank you. Did you take him in?
No, I let him go.
Why did you do that?
Someone had to drive the coach, and I could not be sure of Mary's safety if I kept him.
You know that he'll now try to kill you.
If he does, he does. I could never live with myself if he robs someone under my care.
That night, the youthful highwayman rode again. This time he stopped a coach and started to rob people when 3 highwaymen arrived on the scene.
"New to this, are you, lad?"
The youth panicked and fell off the horse, banging his head hard, and was knocked out by the fall,
Terry, I think you killed him.
said one of the others. And he was the black-clad highwayman named the Ghost for his sudden appearances and disappearances.
Ghost, the boy's knocked out, not dead. Terry just scared him.
We can't leave him here. What will we do?
Said the highwayman, the Ghost, a Robin Hood-type highwayman. They completed the robbery. John picked the body up and hung it over his horse. The Ghost took the horse of the young highwayman and they rode off to Gentleman John's house.
I'll look after him till he comes round.
Offered John. The odd band of highwaymen sat drinking and chatting for a few hours, and then the Terror and the Ghost left. When they had gone, John made a strange discovery. The boy had long hair in a bun and his hat had been pinned to it. He found this out when he tried to remove the hat so he could put the lad to rest on his bed. He put her on the bed and sat looking at a script for a new play. He then sat drinking for a while. Later, when the highwaywoman woke up, it was like a play with a ham actor.
Where am I?
She muttered. Putting down the script, he walked over to her.
How are you feeling, miss? Miss?
Said the highwaywoman, not sure how he knew what she was or where she was. She felt for her mask, it was there.
I saw your hair. If we knew you were a woman, my friends would have stayed. Why? For your honor. Whoever said there is no honor among thieves? Oh yes, nothing happened, but I'll marry you to keep your honor.
The highwaywoman stood up, still a bit wonky. She thought she was dreaming. He was a man of honor, and she loved him, so she was happy. She started to take off her mask, and he stopped her.
No, don't. We aren't safe. Seeing each other's faces may cause us problems. All right then.
She said and stopped trying to unmask. In the early morning, she said goodbye and left for home. A few hours later, Mary was sitting in the forest near her home, enjoying the new autumn day. Sir Justin saw her on the way to visit her brother. He got off his horse, tied it to a branch of a small tree, and walked over to her.
What are you doing, my lady?
Asked Sir Justin, thinking she looked very pretty sitting amongst the autumn leaves. She blushed.
It is ethereal here today.
Said Mary, looking at Sir Justin, who looked more handsome than ever.
It is a glorious day. Are you all right?
Yes, come sit beside me.
Why?
The view is best from here.
As long as no one's around?
No one is here.
With a smile, she said. Sir Justin sat beside her.
What are we looking at?
Everything. The wind is singing in the trees, blowing leaves through the air as they fall to the ground. The birds are singing, and the forest floor is covered in crisp leaves thick as snow.
Forgetting propriety and everything, he lay on his back in the leaves.
I have never seen anything so beautiful. I could forget everything and live here in this moment forever.
Then, looking up at the sky, he said,
This looks better.
Mary lay back too. She watched the leaves fall from the trees, blowing in the wind. A leaf fell down, floating onto her heart. She put her hand on it. A voice interrupted the scene. There you are, Mary. Have you been with him all night? Everyone has been looking for you.
Accused Sir Thomas.
No.
Sir Justin said, standing.
I just found her here. I was on my way to see you.
Mary, trying to stand up, fell over her long skirt.
I was not with him.
Said Mary. Sir Justin thought he could see a forced marriage wedding being set up.
I can't marry her. I can't say. S2. Why?
No excuses mean that you must marry her for your honor and hers.
Don't use my honor against me.
You must marry her as you are driven by your honor.
Sir Thomas said. Sir Justin shook his head, jumped on his horse, and rode away. Over the following weeks, the highwayman and highwaywoman became inseparable and took to the road most nights. They planned to run away and marry after one last job, but it all went wrong. There was an unexpected ambush. They were on their horses, and when they demanded the passengers disembark the coach, they didn't notice the gun pointing from the coach until it was too late. But when they did, they rode away. It was Sir Thomas who shot one of them.
You shot her!
John could have escaped, but he jumped off his running horse, which continued on its way. He ran back to his fiancée, the highwaywoman, kneeling down and cradling her, looking into her face.
Why didn't you escape?
I don't want to live without you.
I have the two of them. I shall unmask them.
Unmasking John, his eyes widened and looked horrified.
You are engaged to my sister. Who is this harlot? S4. Media, 18th century Englishman, angrily questioning a woman, man and woman arguing in a forest. Hi.
Ripping off her mask, Sir Thomas looked devastated.
Mary, no.
Mary, my other fiancée?
My love!
Mary died. John kissed her for the first and last time. A few weeks later, John joined her in death. As John was standing on the gallows at Tyburn, Sir Thomas watched the noose go round John's neck. Sir Thomas was sad. He knew he'd missed John and Justin. The executioner reached for and pulled the lever for the trapdoor. Then the magistrate closed his eyes. He saw Mary and John lying in the leaves in the forest, and he heard John saying,
I have never seen anything so beautiful. I could forget everything and live in this moment forever.